Hello guys and welcome to Lockdown Learner. Today we are going to discuss about types of linked list. As earlier also we have discussed, like there are three types of linked list. First is single linked list, double linked list, and we have circular linked list. Okay guys, we have discussed this thing in earlier video also, like linked list. What is linked list? We have a video. So first we are going to discuss about is single linked list. Like what is single linked list and how does it works. So let us take is single linked list. Okay guys, as you all know about node, what is node? Node is having a two column in single linked list. One is for element or a data it is having. Second one is the address to other element. Address to other element. Okay, you all know this is for singular linked list. The node is like this. Each node that makes a single linked list have a value and a reference to the next variable. You also know, like suppose I draw a single linked list, it look like this. It is like 48 element is here and we have address 1024. It is pointing to the other linked list, and that linked list on that address we have a value 50, and on that node, sorry, not linked list, on that node we are having 1028 and we are having another element, and in the last we are having is 52, and then we are having an address null because after this we are not having any element, so it is having null. So we get to know that linked list is ending at here at null. So like how to display a linked list, let us discuss about that, how to display a single linked list also. Like suppose I have stored in node np. NP is the node in which all of the linked list is stored, not equals to null. Obvious, it's obvious that we are having a first address. What we are having in head, we are having in NP, we are having a first address. So what will we do? We will like printf or cout, you can do according to the language you are doing for data structure. %d, you can write np of data. NP of data, it will display, and then you will do is NP equals to NP of next. Okay, this is basically used to display a single linked list, because I am discussing this thing because you should know about the NP. NP is this value and data is this value. Okay, NP is this value and data is this value. Like if I am pointing NP of data, so it is 48, and if I am printing NP, it is 1024. Okay guys, if I am printing NP is 1024. Now let us discuss about the double linked list. Now we are going to discuss about the double linked list. First we will make the node for the double linked list. Node is like having a 3 element at here. In this we are having a address of this current, okay, previous node address, and in this previous node address, and in this we are having a data, and in this we are having a next node address. In case of single linked list, we are having only this two parts. We are not having this data wala part. We are not having this data. We are having only data and next node address. But here we are having address of previous linked list. So what it will look like, it is like this. At first it is having null and address like 48 and 1024, and it is pointing to another 1024. So it is having, like you can say, suppose the head address is like starting we are having a null. Suppose its address is 100, which is stored in head, so it is having that 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, 100, address, like for next address we are having 300, and if I'm pointing another to like this, so it is having like, what is the address of it, like suppose its address of it is 200, because it is not having its own address, it is having address of previous and the next one, it is not having his own address. So own address is stored here, then 49 you can say, and then you are having his, and last you are having in this also you are having a null to check that condition. Okay guys, in this each node is having three parts, remember this thing: data, previous reference, and the forward reference. Okay guys, in case of first node we don't have a node before that, so the node previous address is null. Remember this thing, always the first node previous, this is first node. Okay guys, I forgot to write node previous is always null because it is not having any element before it. Okay guys, it is having null here because it is not having element after it, so it is having null here because it is not having element before it. Okay guys, you are now aware of double linked list, how it is working, and which node is having three kind of data. Now we are going to discuss about this circular linked list. Now we are going to discuss about circular linked list. Circular linked list is also having a two elements in node, like a singly linked list. It is having like head and address, and it is having a data. It is having a data here, and it is having a head part, or you can say the address to the sorry, it is having data and address to the next element. Okay, it is having two part. W linked list having a three part. Let me draw it here. It is having a two part. First part is data and address of next. Okay guys, W linked list having a three part: data, previous, and we are having is like next element address, next, previous, and data. And in circular we are having is data and address to next, same as this. Okay, same as this we are having a circular linked list. But circular linked list, how circular linked list is differing from a singly linked list? Now let me show. Like, we are starting a circular linked list. It is having 7 200. Suppose this address, the head, which is a pointer, it is pointing it, and it is having headers 300. Okay, it is pointing to the next, as you already know. So the next is having data 8 and address 400. It is pointing to the next. The next is having data 10 and address 600, suppose. And then what it is doing, that it is pointing to the next element, which is having address 600. So it is like going on 601 and 600, we are having like 110, and we are having like 200. So it is pointing to the first one. What is this? It is creating a loop at here. It is not ending. It is not ending. It is creating a loop. It is creating a loop. It is not ending, not having null in the last node. What it is having in the last node? Address of the first node. Address of the first node. So it is pointing to that. So again, if I am going to print, so you know about the indefinite loop, like it is goes on, it is like that thing. So for that we have to check, like it should not match with the address of the first one. Okay guys, this is called a circular linked list. In this, address or a reference in the last element is not null, it is having the reference of the first element. That's why it is called circular linked list. It is different from the single linked list. Single linked list is having in last, it is having a null, it is not having the any address to any element. Okay guys, thank you guys. In next video I will be telling you how to uh, enter insertion and like extraction from single linked list, double linked list and circular linked list. Okay guys, thank you.